Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson. This is Dwarf Fortress. We are back here in Drinkfountain, still cleaning up after that last siege. Not a lot of time has passed. The corpse pile, essentially untouched. But we are coming to the end of our experiment here. For the time being, we will probably revisit this down the line because there's a lot of work to do here. But I'm getting kind of tired of this, and based on my view counts, y'all are too. So we're going to move on to a new experiment. Why are there children hanging around in what's left of the trade depot with a dead troll? Anyway, we're doing a couple of things here. One, we're going to build an archery tower over here to help with sieges from this direction. Seems prudent. Don't know if we'll get this done in this session. If we don't, then I'll finish it off camera and we'll just... It'll be there. Anyway, this we're going to get up to probably the third floor, and then I'll connect it via walkway to the fort. Is how that's going to go. Other things, we are currently manufacturing arms and armor to equip our occupation squads. Our objective for this session is to capture Vile Jumped. And to that end, well, we'll just wait for a moment. Well, we can start the squads at least. We got the Squashed Mountains. Oh, so really I didn't need to order up 30 of everything, because I'm only going to do 2 more squads. Oh well, this is fine. Create squad. What is Tavern guard? Doesn't matter. Metal armor. The laborious men. Fantastic. I actually don't really care what they equip. We're just going to throw anyone into these squads. Working our way back. Okay. And one more. The Golden Watchfulness, yep, sounds great. Clothier, Pump Operator, Peasant. Serving Clerk, Glassmaker. Fish Cleaner, we don't need. Okay, great. We got 30 dwarves ready for this here, of widely varying levels of skill. What we are going to do is, once we've got all of our squads equipped here... Well, the Squashed Mountains have no uniform. We actually want to change that then. I want metal armor for the squad. There we go. We'll give them a minute to equip that. We'll have a seasonal autosave pretty soon, and then we'll see if we get attacked again. If there's a siege, this will probably go on for one more session. I would like this all cleared out now. How's this going? There's a lot of stuff happening right now. Now we're going to stick with the spikes. The spikes that I'm making specifically for this, which are where? Hello? Oh, right there. Great, okay, and it looks like we've actually got enough for a couple more. You know what? I probably should just go ahead and put the garbage weapons in here to keep the dwarves from picking them up. Pikes, no. Iron Warhammers are fine. Iron Whips are fine. Morning Stars, no. Silver Warhammer is fine. Silver Maul, no, though. They're going to have trouble lifting that. Yeah, I know, this is the exciting part, right? Is watching me pick out weapons to put in the weapon trap. But hey, this is part of the game. That lawnmower better not come back over here. No, I don't want a silver mole. Silver battle axe, well, they'll use those. Yeah, bronze mace, whatever. Silver spear, we don't need those in their hands. Iron scourge, yep, that, no. Copper warhammer's kinda useless. Menacing bismuth bronze spike, why not? What is that even doing here? Done. We didn't make that. Did we loot that from somewhere and I missed it? Silver battle axe. I don't want to risk it. The woodcutters can use those, but I just want them gone. Cool. We'll let them install those. Let's see. We're still working on that. Once we're sure that everybody in the squads is equipped, we'll start rolling out. Oh, Wings of Crystal are not even fully equipped. We're missing Steel Greaves? What else are we missing? Another pair of Steel Greaves. And another pair of Steel Greaves. 3, 4 Greaves. Not too concerned about the leather cloak. These guys are just about there. Okay, we're gonna make like 5 pairs of Steel Greaves. Give them another minute to finish equipping. And then we are going to roll out with all of our squads. We might take a few casualties, but we just need to depopulate them enough that our weaker squads can successfully occupy. And of course, we'll send the dogs. What are y'all actually doing in here? Oh, well, you're children playing in this room full of gore, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't you be? Can we add another task to the list and start getting more cages installed over here? Is that something we can do? We might not have that many left. Is this everybody? Ah, nope, that was silly of me to think that we were even close to running out of prisoners. Ridiculous. Let's see if I can do that one. And I should be able to just tab down. Yep, we got a raven that I'm not going to do anything with. One of our Crundles has forgotten its training. Not sure what, if anything, that means for us. Let's just add a few more tasks to the queue here. And then maybe we'll cut until things are actually ready to roll, huh? Maybe that would be a good idea. Okay. Goblins, do we have anything else that's worth putting in here right now? No, that's it. Okay, carry on. We're going to cut here. And we'll come back when things are a little further along. Alright, we're getting the goblin cages linked up. Corpse pile remains egregiously untouched. Tower's not looking too bad. We've got the basic structure ready. We're just going to build the walkway now. That'll go over here and hook up with this little section over here. It'll be great. You know what? You know what we can do? Start building that from the other end. Now, all of our squads appear to be fully equipped, so we're going to start the process. We are a couple of days into the new season, and so far, no siege. So we're going to risk it. Apparently I already had this queued up. Alright. We're going to send everybody. This could turn out to be a huge mistake. We are sending almost half of the fortress on this. plus a whole bunch of dogs. Boy, it's going to take them a long time to roll out. In the meantime, of course, plenty of stuff that still needs to be done. Why? What? Did you walk on the tree to get out there? They must have walked on the tree to get out there. Look at that. This one's done. And the ones between it and the rest of the... Yep, okay. Willow trunk, willow trunk. Yep, they are walking on the trees. Sure, why not? I think ordering those 50 dwarves and all those dozens of dogs to roll out might have impacted performance somewhat. Hard to say. We can stop making these now, actually. Everybody's got to pick up their stuff and then make their way out. What are you carrying? Is that a pick? It's a silver battle axe. You're carrying... Okay, hey, sure, why not? Why not? I think that was actually supposed to go in one of these. But that's fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Do we have any more menacing copper spikes I can put in this thing? I know we're working on them. Oh, there's a copper spear. That didn't do me... Ah, there they are. Just as usual, can't read. Common problem, especially among Dwarf Fortress players. You all know what I'm talking about. Hey, alright. I think this is going to work out very cleanly. I'm not going to bother putting in supports. This is just going to be free hanging. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Everybody inside! Quickly! I should have waited one more day. What is happening? An ambush! Curse all friends of nature! Elves are here! What is this, the Battle of Five Armies? Are the elves and the goblins gonna fight? This happened to us before, where we had two simultaneous sieges. Well, this is a siege and an ambush. Hopefully they will fight each other, except the elves are trapping themselves. Okay, this is gonna get interesting. How do I... We're just gonna have to raise the bridges, and anybody caught outside is a goner. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, okay, everybody's going into the lever room, which is here. Go ahead and pull that. Just pull that. There we go. Furnace operator turned lever operator. Get in there. Do it. Do it. Oh my goodness, this takes so long. Okay, so it looks like we're going one more session on this project. Okay, there we go. That's done. Get them bridges up. Thank you. Stand down the alert. This is going to mess with all of our soldiers. I see 3, 4 elves still out and about. Okay. Right, well this is not what I wanted. Neat. What are these guys doing? Oh, they're trying to pick up equipment. But there's nowhere for them to go now. You know what we can do, actually? We can still... Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay? Hear me out. Start from here. Doesn't matter what these are made of. This is so stupid. Another ambush! More elves! If they could fight with each other, actually, that would be wonderful, or are they all just here to gang up on us? Stand by for a moment. Okay, the elves are breaching. Fortunately, we do have active soldiery. And about also, that idea wasn't going to work. Well, you know what? It'll work if I build it over here where they're not. The idea, all I'm trying to do right now, is build a walkway off the map for the troops, in the hopes that the siege will be resolved by the time they come back. Well, this is really interesting. Also, a lot of trolls in this one. This is a big siege. You might have noticed. It's a little largish. So far, I don't think anyone's been hit by our weapon traps, but I think they're about to start blundering into them, so that'll help. That'll definitely help. Really, I want the trolls walking into these. I think somebody's about to get slashed up. Step into it. Step into it. Yeah. All right. How you doing? Yeah. Okay, that'll do it. All right. Weapon traps are working. Yeah. That's what we like to see. Gruesome wounds, begone fear. Oh yeah, the elves just keep rolling in. There are a lot of them here so far. Oh, there we go. They are engaging. They are engaging with the goblins. Okay. Great. Maybe this will take care of itself. Remembering, of course, that elves are trash. Just in general. So it's possible this one beak dog is going to massacre all these guys. I don't know. Maybe they'll get lucky. They'll probably shoot it down, is what's probably going to happen. Everything is running very slowly right now. I don't think we can watch this happen. I think that's going to take too long. Good. The weapon traps are working. It's going to take them a minute to reset, I think. They reset automatically, right? We'll find more elves. All right. We can't sit here and watch this. The frame rate has dropped to nothing. I hate to keep doing this, but stand by and we will come back when we have fewer than 243 enemies on the map. Okay, so believe it or not, between the weapon traps and the elves, who are actually attempting to fight with the goblins, the number of enemies is going down. It's just, you know, it looks like this. So we have to pause in order to do anything, because it takes too long to tab over if we're not paused. And we're just gonna keep it rolling. Oh, why did I do that? It wasn't time to unpause yet. Okay. Is this still happening, by the way? No. It's the last one of those that needs to happen. I think we'll let these guys out in a minute. Nope, because we have a soldier trapped in there. Never mind. Life is suffering. We're under 200. The elves are doing work. Things are happening. Alright, a little time has passed. A little bit. We're still under siege. Everything's still moving slowly. The elves have been wiped off the map at this point. All of them that are left are in cages. As you can see, we're at 181 enemies on the map right now. That is including wild animals. So it's not as bad as it looks. Oh, we captured an Olm. That's something. Alright, anyway. The goblins have stopped walking into the cage trap, or weapon traps. These weapon traps got no trolls. That was the whole reason we put them here. The trolls are not interested. But a lot of enemies have died. And I'm going to show you something. Which level did I put that on? So right here, we got a drawbridge. We got a couple of doors there. We got alternating cage and stonefall traps, and we have a staircase going up. What I'm going to do is dig here. We're going to unpause. This is going to take a long, long time. And the idea, you see, is that by doing this, our soldiers will be able to slip out the back of the map. No, I'm gonna pause again while I talk, because it takes too long to tab around. Our soldiers will be able to slip out the back. Ideally, okay, ideally, some portion of the enemies will see that there's an opening, route toward this, and make their way through the corridor, okay? And we'll just see what happens. So I'm going to unpause and let this run, is what's going to happen. And I will rejoin you when there's something to show. This is going to take hours. Alright. Something's happening. Wait, where'd he go? Hold on. Okay. Olan the Miner is going to dig out the staircase for us. We're going to painstakingly follow him up. And once we get there... Okay, staircase is dug. Whoa, whoa, hang on, things are speeding up. What's happening? Okay. I'm going to call everyone back inside. Oh, things are moving. That was it? That was all that was slowing us down? Was the soldiers couldn't path off the map? I could have solved this ages ago. A lot of this was unnecessary. The enemies are on the move again. Okay, fantastic. Oh, boy. It was my own guys that were the problem. Who'd have thunk it? It was the dwarves the whole time. These guys have just been standing around in the tavern this whole time. I'm really surprised that no one's starved to death. Yeah, we do actually have to keep an eye on... Yep, they're coming. Alright. There will be some combat occurring as our troops attempt to leave the map, in all likelihood. Unless they just pop out of that staircase and vanish, which would also be fine. Let's see, where are they? Okay. What's happening? What? What's happening? Are they leaving? The enemies are leaving the map. The enemies are leaving the map. Are you kidding me? This took days. They're not even going the way I want them to. Look at that. They're going south. Guys, I put it by the edge of the map so you could just go. You're making this harder than it has to be. Where are the enemies? Leaving. The enemies are all leaving. Not them. Okay, we'll deal with them. With them we shall deal. This guy, what's wrong with this guy? He's not doing so hot. Why y'all going that way? That's not the right way. It's not the way I told you to go at all. What are y'all doing? Oh, I didn't actually activate danger. There we go. Everybody back inside. Get back in there. You don't need to be out here right now. You don't need to be cleaning traps. Okay. Well. Okay, the wounded one's gone. Crisis not quite averted. We will have to deal with this group, but for them we will use a mix of cage traps and bridges, I think. I'm just going to wait for all the warriors to get off the map here. And of course they're going to turn around and come right back, right? Like after we've waited all these hours, it's just going to happen and be done. See, they're not circling to try to get to the enemy, are they? Because there was a shorter route to do that. They're going for the enemy? Is that what's happening? No, they are exiting the map. They're just doing it at a weird angle. Okay. Once again, I am mystified by the behavior of my dwarves. You're taking all the dogs with you, right? What's this guy doing? What are you doing? Go! Leave the map! Thank you! We're almost all out of here. What are you doing? The edge of the map was right there. Okay, so, noted. Yeah, we got a cluster there. Nobody cares if the Crundles are forgetting their training. Legitimately does not matter. Okay, what are we waiting for here? Who's left? You. A dwarven child is picking up equipment. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, for future reference, if the militia can't path to the edge of the map, it has an impact on performance. Are those dogs supposed to be going somewhere? You supposed to be going somewhere, dogs? Like maybe off the map? Maybe you're supposed to be leaving, dogs? Oh well. Good thing we started building this archery tower. We're going to keep doing that while they're gone. That's not going to change. Well, we're not going to keep doing that while they're gone because there are many enemies over here. Okay. No, we're still waiting on that one. Where are you? Oh, you're just starting your journey. Okay, is it just the two of you? I think it's just the two of them. So, what we can do is come down here, lock these doors. These two random doors that don't match. Turn off danger, which will speed things up a little bit. And then we can unsuspend all these jobs. I don't know which ones are which, doesn't matter. We can keep building the pathway over here. That'll give them something to do. Oh, and they are storing things in stockpiles. That's what they're choosing to do. Very well. Okay, we're almost off the map here. We will have to open those doors again when the soldiers get back. Because unfortunately we won't be able to redirect them until they're settled back in. Just you now. Vabok construct... Vabok Aben Torel Ekastkugan, the Swordmaster. Swordmaster, are you a legendary swordsman? You are! Sorry, Swords Dwarf. Didn't mean to call you a man. I realize that means something different in this context. Why are we storing things in stockpiles and not... Oh, look at all the children. And not building walkways? Are you building a walkway? Yeah, you are. There's a good dwarf. I think on the next go-round we're going to just occupy and call it a day. Well, hopefully we kill a bunch of defenders. I mean, what do I actually have here? Like half an hour of usable footage? If this one runs a little long, but we finish this project, great. We'll just go ahead and do that. I want to get started on a new project. If you're watching this on the day it goes up, or any time between then and the following Monday, know that at present, the viewers, all 7 of you who voted, have chosen the 10x10 micro fort for the new project. It was 4-3 over the no wood fort. I would have been happy with either. That is what we've chosen. Good, that is getting built. I'm actually really pleased that 7 of you voted, because usually when I post polls I get like 2 responses. So this is pretty good for us here on the channel. And I appreciate all 7 of you who voted. I suspect I know who all 7 of you are. Ah, look at that. Grass is growing on our staircase. Okay. Is everybody off the map now? Who needs to be? Looks that way. Okay. Yep. Now we wait. I let the dwarves go outside because these goblins don't seem too inclined to move, and as long as they stick to the wall they're not being spotted, but they're choosing to clean the weapon traps. Not entirely sure what that's about. What was that? Huh. It's probably fine. What are you doing? You're fishing right now? Okay. Anyway, they don't seem too inclined to chase us. And I think part of the problem we're having, because we're still raiding, I think maybe there are some war dogs that can't get off, but they're not trying to get off the map, so I don't know. Anyway, I let the dwarves out. We're just going to see what happens. This is coming along nicely. We are putting walls on it, but no roof. I'm just not going to bother. Here, tell you what. Just in case. There. That should capture any flying enemies, right? Here, we'll put one on the inside, too. Nope, not there. There. It's just really interesting to me that there are dwarves outside. There's a path into the fort, and nobody's moving. I don't know. I'm not going to question it too much. I guess what we could do is withdraw everyone back into the fort. Give that a minute, okay? And then once everybody's back inside, look at all the children. Yes, I am aware that we have suspended many jobs. We'll open the gates and see if they come in here. We'll try to catch a few of them in the cages. And whatever's left over, I guess we'll just massacre whoever's left in the fort. I guess is how that's going to go. I'm going to lock these preemptively. I roofed this, right? I did finish that? Looks like I did. Okay. That goblin carcass is still up there. That's not going nowheres. Alright. That should be fine. Go ahead and pull that. Alright. We'll see if we can lure them in over here. At this point, we don't even need... Yeah, I know. At this point, we don't even need all of them, just enough of them. Here we go. Iden the Bone Carver. I think the back door was probably a success. Oh, we have an unused display pedestal. Noted. I'll find something to put there. Yeah, the back door essentially worked. It got our dwarves out. Didn't help with the goblins. Okay, gates are open. They are not moving an inch. That is quite interesting. Okay, well then, on that note, since they appear to be stuck, let's do something incredibly risky and just, pretend nothing's wrong. Now at least they don't have to make a big long loop through the back door to get where they're going. We'll just see if this entices them. And if we lose a few dwarves doing this, right, I have to unsuspend all these tasks now. Please don't make me do another episode of this. I'm done with this project. I would like to do something else now. Okay. Here goes this guy. Zasset Bannerlord, the Metal Crafter, loading a cage trap, which will definitely be within line of sight. Yep, he has given up. Okay. Okay. He was within sight of them. They didn't do anything. Okay, here go a few more. We're gonna watch this. Is there... No, that's not what I want. There we go. Here's good. The 3 closest materials, if you please. Okay. A lot of dwarves outside right now. They can see them. They can see the dwarves. If the dwarves can see the goblins can surely see the dwarves. Somebody's shooting. Oh, okay, we got motion. We got motion. Danger. Nope. Oh, okay. Something's gonna happen. Okay, that troll's in the cage trap. Alright. Okay, deactivate. Back to work. This game is absurd. Every time I think I've got it figured out, something happens like this. And now I don't know what's going on. I would really just like the squads to come back from whatever it is they're doing over there. Like, everybody seems to be alive and off the map. Zasset. Yeah, you're not the guy. Who else can I not see? Domas. None of you. Iden. No. Everybody should be off the map then, so unless there's a problem with one of the dogs... Let's just have a peruse of all our war dogs real quick. Oop. Okay. Zon the war dog. Now, what is your problem? Are you wounded? You're wounded. Is this... Here's a question. If I heal this dog... And then we just watch this dog walk around. Where is it going? What is this dog doing? Hang on, the dwarves have suspended the construction of floor. Is it because there are enemies in the vicinity? Are they engaging with us finally? They don't appear to be. So why did you stop working? Oh, we have trolls on the move. Huh? Oh, right, this guy. I forgot you were down here. You don't matter. Okay, this troll is inside the fort. Are you going to continue your forward motion? Do something. There we go. We got him. Okay. We have suffered no casualties. Our captain of the guard was shot at. That has nothing to do with anything that's happening right now. Ah! Ah! They're back. Okay. Pause. Report. First of all, we lost a dog. Oh, really? That's it? We killed an elf and a goblin. A dog was killed. We stole some stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my. Well, that's some kind of record. Okay. Where are they coming in? Over there. Kind of doesn't matter because we got all the gates open. Alright. I think we're going to drive off the guys who are here. They're moving pretty quickly. I like this. Once they're all back in, we're going to go finish off these. And then we're going to capture Vile Jumped. One way or another. Let me just look at it. I bet we could take it from them. But I want to finish running these guys off first. Yeah, that's right. Go over there to... Yep, okay. They see us. Oh, we have movement. We have movement. Wow, we have fast movement. Hold on, I don't... No, I have fast dwarf off. That is just... They are just being very fast. They're being speedy. You're going... Okay, alright. Everybody inside. You're gonna die. And I know a moment ago I was being very callous and cavalier about the dwarves dying, but I don't actually want our fort to be massacred this late in the game. Please, everyone, get inside. Get inside. What are you doing? This is fine. Apparently that goblin can't shoot to save its life, and caged. Okay. Are all the trolls in cages now? All the trolls are caged. Well. Deactivate danger. As you were. Poor dwarves. They don't understand what's happening. They don't know why any of this is happening to them. It is the will of Armok. Okay. I have no idea how I'm gonna score this in terms of the soundtrack. We'll find out. Okay, are all my squads back in yet? No. They're not back in enough anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. Most of them are still traveling. Okay. Just, yep. Nope. No car alarms while I'm recording. No, no. That's my neighbor. He's got a motion sensor on his truck. Because for some reason he thinks people want to steal his truck. Silver battle axe? Sure, put that there. No, I don't want anybody equipping that. Will they use artifact axes for for wood chopping? There's a question. That seems like a thing worth knowing. Yeah, so I'm standing by the theory that one of the dogs was having trouble getting off the map. Here's a question. Can we get to the cages to install them? I don't care what they are. Elf, goblin, troll, it is all the same to me. Not even going to bother with the drowning chamber at this point. Missed a couple here. Okay. Don't bother with this anymore. Nope, still not in enough. Come on, guys. I realize I sent out like almost half the fort. Not the point. Everybody back in. Oh, we got movement. Bring them over here. They loved walking straight into those weapon traps for some reason. No, they're going back to rejoin the group. Why will they not just leave? If I could even just get my crossbow squad out here. Then we could probably lure them in. Yeah, they don't seem too inclined to chase us anymore. I guess they're learning. I don't like that. I do not care for that. I need them to be stupid and compliant. Okay. Yeah. All right, stand by. All right. I've got most of the militia stacked up here. That took a long time. Some of them are still reading as new arrivals, which I think is funny. Anyway, we're going to send everybody out here to get these goblins, and we will accept whatever consequences result from this. Attack! Attack slightly faster. Look at that. Some of them are wandering away now. Oh well. Closing with the enemy. Closing. The first shot is fired. The battle is joined. We're going to take some casualties here because many of these dwarves are not fighters. There's one already. We're into them. Yes, good. A glorious battle. We will win this, I strongly suspect. But it will cost us slightly. Okay, we just about got him. We did it! Alright. Just checking. Good. Alright. We lost 2. Alright, now I'm going to do something slightly sketchy here. First of all, we're going to replace these dwarves. And then, I'm going to come over here into Dwarf Therapist, and we're going to heal all our citizens. Because the next thing we're going to do is attack Vile Jumped. Now I'm going to find our militia commander here. Stack hood. We're going to assign... We have no more war dogs to assign. Alright. We're going to come over here. Vile Jumped. For better or for worse, we are going to pillage We already did this, didn't we? Still. Yep, go ahead and do it. Okay. We're going to assign the squads. Oh, there they go. Most of them are already holding their equipment. We'll just let them get off the map. Oh, I will stand down danger. There we are. That's going to speed everything up a little bit. Okay. Alright. While that's happening, we're going to try to finish up a couple of projects here. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and let this one run long. That's what's going to happen. It's a finale. There we are. Okay. Okay, that time it took like 5 seconds for them to come back from the raid. Let's see what happened. We killed a couple guys and stole some stuff. Not as much that time, I think, because we already took everything they had. We didn't even have time to make any meaningful progress on anything we were working on. It happened so fast. So that's interesting. I have nothing to report. Nothing happened. There wasn't time for anything to happen. Well, let's do it again. You're not going to believe this, folks. We have a Pump Operators Guild. Approved. Can I send the squads back out again? Yeah. Yep. Do it. Go. Go get out of here. I gotta set up a Pump Operators Guild Hall. Okay. Alright, I think we are coming up on the end here. The kill room has been working overtime. We got another siege, and we have some more prisoners to process. It went pretty well for us. We'll just say that. Alright. On the last... So I think we're just going to go for it, because on the last mission report, we just walked in and took stuff, and they didn't try to stop us. So we're going to go for it. Oops. Missions. Yeah, remove. That's fine. Details. Demand surrender and occupy. We're going to send in these 3. And we're just going to see what happens. And while we wait for them to trundle back off the map, we're going to try to clean some of this up. Stand by one more time. Alright, so the traders are here. Here's the thing. So, I began to get suspicious of how long it was taking this mission to finish, and then I realized I had gotten... Oh yeah, by the way, we've declined to become a barony again. I realized that I had seen this. After a polite discussion with local rivals, Lord Dawnbolt has claimed the position of Administrator of the Kind Standards. And I thought, I don't know what that means, let's ignore it. And then a little while later, I had the thought to check our squads, and noticed that 3 of them are completely vacant. And that's because, my friends, we have claimed the Dark Dwarven Fortress of Vilejumped. And apparently have not released any of these prisoners that are there. I don't entirely understand why that... Oh... Can we just... do this? I'm not going to do that right now. Anyway, we got it. So, one final time. Cue up the victory music. We're done. We did it. I'm going to stay here a little longer to finish processing things. I'll clean up the fort a little. We will not be abandoning this fort. I'm going to create a new world for the new experiment, but the next time you see a Dwarf Fortress video on this channel, it will be a new project in a new world. So look forward to that. And with that, as we watch the dwarves cart garbage to the depot, hey folks, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And thanks, as always, to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. This has been a long series, longer than I intended for it to go on. I think longer than any of us wanted for it to go on. It is the longest series I have yet put up on the channel. And probably will be for a while. This is almost 50 episodes. That's a lot. That's a lot. In any case, we will be back here next week with some more Dwarf Fortress, the 10x10 micro fort selected by you, the viewers. That's a footprint, by the way, not the total area of the fort, just so we're clear. I don't want to torture myself that badly. Horror content on Saturdays, lots of other stuff on the channel for you to check out. If you're so inclined, drop me a line if there's anything you'd like to see on this channel, because I am interested in hearing your suggestions. Please, if you have any weird little fort experiments that we can run, throw them at me. I will consider everything. Also, please tell me if you have anything on your channel that you want me to see, because I am interested in your content. All right. I gotta stand up. My back is killing me. I will see you folks next time. Thanks for sticking with me. And until I see you again, Birdman out.